love for the light bulb to go off and shine in the minds of others. All right, I love to help people think for themselves. And also, thought leader, that is in bold letters. What's up, Daddy Yo? That is in bold letters. Please put your phone on mute for me, Daddy. Appreciate it. Oh, I got you. So, as a thought leader, that is in bold letters because this presentation is mainly geared towards me just empowering you all to think for yourselves. Okay, I'm going to talk about purpose in a way that is going to make you think, that is going to be beneficial for you. Those who already know their purpose and they're still striving to develop in their purpose, this is going to help you. And I promise, this is my promise, is that you will develop a healthier relationship with purpose. I also promise that you will be empowered to live a life with purpose. And I also promise that you will be empowered to discover and fulfill your purpose. And if you're already doing that, I promise, I would like to add this, I promise that you will be empowered to help somebody else discover and fulfill their purpose from this presentation. All right. This presentation is geared towards understanding the power of purpose. And I titled it Understanding Purpose 101 because this is a presentation that I developed for students. I've taught this presentation to my own children, to students that I worked with from 4th grade all the way through 8th grade. And these were students at the time. I worked at an alternative school, and I developed this presentation primarily for them, and it became very beneficial because they had behavioral issues, behavioral problems, because they have went through a lot of trauma and, unfortunate, and they were in poverty as well. But I found that when I created a presentation that created a conversation around purpose, like they really gravitated to it. Like I had students who it was so hard to keep their attention. When I presented this to them, we went overtime. Like I had 20 minutes to teach this to them, and it took us about 45 minutes because they began to get so involved in this conversation around purpose. They began to ask questions. They began to discover more things about themselves. So first things first is I want to share this one principle with you all. First principle is this: everything you see comes from the earth. Boom! Everything you see comes from the earth. Now this sounds very simple, but I want you to really think about it. Everything that you see, if you just take the time right now to just look around, everything that you can see physically, it comes from the earth. Every building, every house, every object, everything that you can think of that is physical, that is a material thing, something that you can touch or see physically, it comes from the earth with purpose. So that's the first principle. That's the first truth that I want to share with you all, that everything you see comes from the earth with purpose. And if you notice, I didn't say with a purpose. We'll get more into that, but everything comes with purpose. All right? So that includes you and me. These bodies that we're living in, when we die, we go right back to the earth, the dirt. But we were born, we came from the earth with purpose. So we have purpose. We were born with purpose. So that means before you even knew who your mama and daddy was, purpose was right there with you. Before you got into a relationship with anybody, purpose was right there with you. That's why I want to live my life primarily focused on submitting to the purpose that that was placed on the inside of me since birth. That's why I don't put anything else before my purpose. Got it? Next slide is purpose is given. Purpose is given. These are 3 reasons, although there's more. But purpose is given to solve a problem. It's given to solve a problem. And this earth is filled with a lot of problems. And I believe that everything that's been invented, created, every business, every object, the chair that you're sitting on, that was created to solve a problem. Somebody at one point got tired of sitting on rocks. They got tired of sitting on the floor. That became a problem. So therefore, a chair was invented. A chair was created. And that chair was created with a purpose to solve a problem. Purpose is given to help enhance the quality of life on earth. Purpose is given to help enhance the quality of life on earth. Purpose. All right. Purpose is totally connected to making things better. It's connected to causing increase, giving insight, making people feel better, making people do better. Purpose is given for that reason. Purpose is given to be fulfilled / revealed. Now, let me park it right here really quick. It's so important as people, it's so important for us to understand that purpose has a job to do. You were given purpose, you were born with purpose, boom, trapped on the inside, right? And it was given to you because purpose is on the inside. You can't see it yet, but it was given. Its sole purpose, or its sole focus, its primary focus is to be seen. Purpose is not satisfied with being invisible. It wants to be seen. So purpose is given to be revealed. Just like a woman who's pregnant with a child. The child was not given to my wife to stay in her belly. My children was given to my wife to be born. Purpose. Next thing is purpose is. And there's a reason why I start off with why it was given. And then now purpose is. I had 4 last night, but I had to add 1 more. It's amazing. The purpose is this. It's the reason why something or someone exists. Purpose is the reason why you exist. Purpose is the reason why this exists. Purpose is the reason why this exists. Purpose. Everything that's been created and invented was given with purpose. Purpose is the future trapped inside of a person or thing. I told a lot of this to my students that the children that I work with, the young adults, the adults that I work with, and I let them know that your purpose is trapped on the inside. We're no different from a tree. Tree starts off as a seed. Inside of that seed is the tree. Inside of that child is the adult. Purpose is the future trapped on the inside of a person or thing. Purpose is given to become the #1 focus of our existence on earth. Purpose is given to become the #1 focus of our existence on earth. Now let me shine some light on that. I specifically capitalize become because I want us to really get an understanding of how it is a process. It is a process that we must go through as human beings to make purpose our #1 focus. Because a lot of times in life, we allow other things to take our focus, whether it's relationships, whether it's to please somebody else that's on the outside, but our number one focus is what's been given to us on the inside. So purpose is given to become the number one focus of our existence on earth. Think about Dr. Martin Luther King. His purpose was given to him, and throughout time, it became his number one focus to when he was willing to die for what he believed he was created on this earth to do, purpose. And it's a process that we have to go through for us to even get to that point. Purpose. Purpose is a program, check this out, that comes with many assignments. I actually added that last night because we have to understand that purpose is given to us. We were born with purpose, boom, trapped on the inside. And purpose, that purpose is a program that comes with many assignments. And I have to be clear with that because a lot of times in life, we will complete something in life and then we'll get stuck or satisfied with causing that purpose or that assignment to be revealed. And once that purpose on the inside of us is revealed, we don't move on to the next assignment. So it's a program, it's ongoing, which leads me to my last bullet point, which is purpose is bigger than you think. It's bigger than you think, it's bigger than I think. That's why we can't get stuck. That's why we can't get satisfied when we accomplish something, because purpose is bigger than what you think. Yes, I know I just graduated from school, or I just wrote a book with that was the assignment. What's the next assignment? Because purpose is bigger than we think. Next one is everybody is born with purpose. Everybody is born with purpose. And I have to say this because I work with a lot of young people. I work with a lot of people that don't even know what their purpose is. I've had many conversations with people who struggle with figuring out what their purpose is. I work with so many people who just didn't even believe that they had a purpose. And it caused me to be passionate towards generating this conversation around purpose, because I want everybody to know that if you were born with purpose. But here's the thing, but everyone does not fulfill their purpose. Why? What's stopping you? What's stopping them? What's stopping me? Now, I'll put this in the PowerPoint because this is a time to reflect. Because as a coach and as a thought leader, I'm never in a position to think for others. I want you to discover for yourself what's stopping you. And if you can think of anything, write it down. Anything that is stopping you from making purpose your number one focus. Write it down. So time to reflect. I'll take about 10 seconds. Just write it down or just think about it. What's stopping me? Oh, I asked myself that question so many times. What's stopping me? One of my reasons was how I'm really conscious, or I really care about looking good to avoid looking bad. So if I have a purpose or a desire or a dream to do something, I wouldn't act upon it because I would think that if I did it, it would make me look silly. So that'll stop me. But like I said before, it's a process of purpose becoming your number one focus. It took some time for me to make purpose my number one focus. When I was young, I had a stuttering problem. I I I stuttered really bad, but I had a dream at the same time. My dream was to motivate people, was to make people feel good, was to speak in front of people, uh, to lift people up, to inspire people. So it took me time for me to overcome that fear of looking bad in front of people because I stuttered really bad. So I started reading, I started writing, I started doing poetry, and I started speaking in front of people. And I noticed that when I did poetry, I didn't stutter at all, and that helped me to use my mouth tool more, which caused me to be more and more comfortable to speak in front of people. Purpose, because throughout the process, my purpose became my number one focus over my fear. Next, we have 5 factors that help us discover our purpose. 5 factors. Last night it was 4, but this thing got good to me. 5 factors that help us discover our purpose. First factor is this: our dreams, visions, ideas. Dreams, visions, ideas. Our dreams, visions, ideas. DVI. These are factors that help us to discover our purpose. Like I said before, purpose is a program that comes with many assignments. Well, inside of this program, our dreams, our visions, our ideas, and our dreams come to us during when? Quiet time. Quiet time. When we take that time. That's why I believe even during this time now, there's a lot of people that have more time to discover their purpose, which is why this topic has to arise during this time, because I believe that in crisis, when people are forced to reflect and sit down somewhere, those dreams that they had when they were younger gets to come back to life. Dreams, visions, ideas. Another factor that help us discover our purpose is our passions. Our passions. I get so passionate when I help people win, when I help people start thinking for themselves. I get so passionate when I help people see something that they never saw before, or do something that they never done before. I get passionate when I see people who are looking sad, and then when I get done talking to them, they're happy. They're talking as if a weight lifted up off of them. Passion. It ignites me. It gives me energy. My passion gives me energy, and that's a factor that helps me to discover my purpose in any season of my life. Our gifts, our natural talent, something that we are really good at naturally. We don't need no training. Of course, we got to perfect our gifts. We become skilled at it, but it's something that we're just good at. And it's not always, sports or singing or playing an instrument. I'm talking about, I've always been naturally good at motivating people. From grade school through high school, I was voted to be the peer mentor by people that I didn't even know that was paying attention to me, because they always felt motivated when they came around me. In college, I had different people come to my dorm room and seeking advice, and I'm looking like I ain't nobody, but I was natural at just motivating people, at just giving people things or insight that helped them. Natural gifts of putting words together, poetry. I was natural at it. I didn't have to really study it. I just started writing poetry. And here's another factor. I had to put this in here, especially from working with at-risk youth with behavior challenges. Our anger is a huge factor. What makes you angry when you see it not done right? What makes you so angry when you just see it's not done right? Like a musician, if a musician sees somebody playing a wrong note, that makes them angry. That's purpose. That's a factor to help them discover their purpose. When a singer sees someone singing the wrong note, it's their purpose. And it makes them angry. So what makes you angry? And I tell people all the time that I work with is that you can use your anger to work for you and not against you. And our next factor is our peace. 5 factors that help us discover our purpose is our peace. Like I said before, I am a man of faith. And there's a scripture that has helped me throughout my life. There's a scripture that tells us to follow peace. Follow peace. Our peace my peace helps me to discover my purpose, even if it's uncomfortable. For me to make a decision at a certain season in my life, the factor that helps me make the right decision and not just a good decision is my peace. If I make a decision and it gives me peace, even while I'm uncomfortable, even while I'm still like fearful, but I got like that certain inner peace, I know that that's the right decision. And that peace, and also I'll put on here common factor that all of these have is within. It's within. It's on the inside. Our dreams and visions on the inside, our passions on the inside, our gifts on the inside, our anger inside, our peace inside. That's why I have to highlight that, because a lot of times as people, as human beings, we try to discover our purpose from the outside, from other people's ideas, from other people's thoughts and opinions. No, it's trapped on the inside. I'm here to tell you that it's all on the inside, and it's been given to you by purpose. So let's explore. Let's explore. You all can either write this down or just think about it. What problem would you like to solve in this season, during this crisis? What is your dream? What makes you angry? And here's a really, really good question. The students that I worked with, or adults, every time they came to me and they had a question about what it is that they should be doing, what decisions should they make, my question to them will always be, what do you want? Because I know that purpose the program of purpose, it gives us our desire, and I know that our desires will connect us to what it is that we should be doing right now. So ask yourself, what do you want? What do you really want? And is the thing that you want, is it influenced by others, or is it influenced by what purpose is all about? By solving a problem, by enhancing the quality of life. What do you want? And the last question is, does your career choice or job help you fulfill your purpose? Every job that I work at, that I go after, it has to help me fulfill my purpose, because purpose on the inside, it has to be revealed. And I developed the discipline to submit and serve my purpose. So does your career choice or job or business or whatever it is that you decide to do, whatever it is, does it help you fulfill your purpose? Ask yourself that question. I want to leave you all with this picture right here. Look at it real good, because that's you right there, that seed. Baby, can you highlight that seed right there? Like circle it or something like that. That seed, that's you. See that? That's you. That's us. And trapped inside of that seed, boom, is that tree. Nobody knows what type of fruit you are going to bear. That's why you have to serve your purpose. The more you serve your purpose, the more you will become what you were created to become. So I want to encourage everyone on here to serve your purpose. That's why you cannot look for other people to tell you. You have to look within. It's been given to you. Purpose is given to you. Spend time understanding yourself. And me being a believer, I believe, and it's very logical for me because I'm an analytical and a logical thinker, that the person who created me knows me better than I know myself. So I asked God to help me. And I encourage everyone that I talk to go after him. Ask him. But you have to spend time. You have to be intentional. You have to take that time. Be intentional. Because that's you right there. You're the seed. And trapped inside of you, you don't know what type of tree is trapped on the inside of you. Because purpose is given, but that tree right there, nobody would know which fruit that tree was going to bear. But as you submit to your purpose, the process will continue to go on. And that fruit is given to benefit, to nourish other people. And those seeds that come from the fruit will cause other trees to grow. That's the impact that we all will make when we submit to purpose. That you will benefit the entire world. The decisions that we make benefits the entire world. Even the bad decisions that we make, it affects the entire world. So, all right, baby, can you take that off? So the last slide is I want to leave you all with this quote, and it says, "I was born to grow and produce." This is something that I've told myself, that I continue to tell myself. I didn't share this before, but me, my wife, and my children, we are Flint water crisis survivors. So we have gone through crisis as a family, having to use water bottles for everything, having to deal with the stress and worries of the health of our children and things like that. And even then, even at moments like that, and then me moving here from Flint to Arizona, and then losing my mom and going through depression and like dealing with suicidal thoughts, I had to continue to repeat to myself, I was born to grow and produce. I had to continue to allow the process to keep going. That process had to keep going for me to make purpose my number one focus. So now that I made it to the other side, I want everyone to continue that process of making purpose your number one focus. Number one focus is to grow and produce. I must grow and produce. When I was crying at night, I still have to say, I must grow and produce. But once again, my name is Lawrence Washington Jr., aka Mr. Optimistic. And I want to share this last slide with you all. My services. Today is a very special day.